What is up, 1320 fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Street Car Braggin Rights at Rockingham, North Carolina. We've never been to Street Car Braggin Rights. We are super excited to be here. There's a lot of stuff going to go on this weekend. Today, though, we are doing roll racing. This is the first time they're doing roll racing here at Street Car Braggin Rights, and we are sponsoring the roll racing. So it's Street Car Braggin Rights Roll Racing, sponsored by 1320 Video. I believe we have about 60 to 70 cars on the property, and there's some bad units. Kratos is here, which is one of the baddest Vipers on the planet, built by Nth Moto. I'll show you that one in a little bit. There's a couple GTRs, a couple Lambos. There's some bad units here. We should see some 200 plus going down the track here in a little bit. So with that being said, we're gonna kick things out with some qualifying, take you guys some eliminations here in a little bit.
$168 for the R8 to a 157 the GTR.
Got us a truck. Now this truck was sitting in front of our hotel this morning. I believe if this is the same truck, I know for a fact actually, that this one is hand controlled. The gentleman driving this truck is in a wheelchair. He is controlling it with nothing but his hands. This ought to be a good pass.
$139 for that 150 on the left is going to take it. 141 on the right.
Okay, 139 for that truck. That, I heard rolling anti-lag, which I've never heard on a Coyote before. That sounded wild.
Here we go. We've got one of the most badass cars on the property doing roll racing this week. Coming at you right now. This is Kratos. This is going to be a good one, I promise.
For the Nth Moto Viper.
206! Kratos, 206. That is one of the baddest units on the property. Probably my favorite car doing roll racing right now. It is built by Nth Moto. I believe it weighs 4,100 pounds. It has air conditioning. The 10-speaker system is every creature comfort that came in stock, and it makes like 4,000 horsepower to the wheel. It is a bad unit. I'm gonna go talk to Aaron about it. Not bad, Aaron.
Hi.
206?
Yeah, that's good. Like I was actually 206 was kind of what I was thinking it would run, so that was good.
Was that a shakedown, or is that a decent amount of power? Or were we?
I mean, it's got power in it for sure. I mean, yes, to go that fast. Really, it's such a short track compared to what most people have probably watched. Like
this
at 2K.
This is 1320.
Yeah.
This is not the 1600 that you get at 2K or whatever.
No. And it's a slower start speed.
So I know it's the most ridiculous Viper on the planet, but give us a quick reminder of why exactly.
It's the world's quickest and fastest Gen 5 Viper. It's been 674 at 214 in the quarter mile now. Usually in quarter mile trim, it's 4,020 pounds with me in it. It has every OE amenity it's supposed to have: AC, power steering, satellite, 18-speaker sound system, cruise control. It all works. Everything's there. You know, as of lately, usually we're running somewhere between 33 to 3,500 horsepower.
Well, I was excited to see when we pull into the pits that Kratos was in here, because, like I said, one of my favorite Vipers on the planet.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Congrats on the 206. We'll see what everybody else does, and maybe you run again, maybe not.
Sorry for my overly technical answer.
You're good. You're good.
$172 for the GTR.
Coming up here behind me, we've got this S2K that Hidden Performance built. These guys have had a whole bunch of cool S2000s, and this one looks pretty serious. Hopefully he puts on a good mile an hour.
Woo, 162. 191. Wow.
All right, we are between the first and second round of qualifying for roll racing right now. But I want to talk about roll racing, how they started here. Now, at most events that have roll racing, you can argue that it's not the most fair start in the world. You have opportunities where you can slingshot other people, you can be faster than the other person and still lined up next to them when you're at the start. Cannot happen here. They made their own timing system just for this. I'm going to show it to you right now. So they built this whole system just for roll racing. Now, right here we have two cones. We have the starting cone with a mile-per-hour cone. Now, the average mile per hour that you have between those two cones gives you your start speed.
Those are cubes, Frederick.
Sorry,
they're squared.
The cubes.
Cubes.
Sorry, the cubes. Your average mile per hour between those two gives you your start speed. You cannot go faster than 50.99 miles an hour.
Yep.
Which, if you guys didn't know, is about 15 miles an hour slower than TX2K. Plus, this is 1,320 feet from about right there, not 1,550 to 1,600 that you have 2K. So cars will be slower. We're not going to see a 240 today, but Kratos already did 206, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But this right here makes it so you cannot slingshot.
I just realized something. These black boxes have nothing to do with the timing. These
No,
are
it's all-
fucking
it's all-
flamethrowers,
it's all-
bro.
Those are flamethrowers?
These are flamethrowers.
They do it different here at Braggin Rights. They do some pretty cool stuff.
And then it's gonna go.
We'll show you some stuff throughout the weekend and all the videos we filmed, but there's some really cool stuff right here. But the timing system for the starting line for roll racing is something no other event does. I'm not sure if you guys knew, but this is the only one that does it like this. So stay tuned, and we have second round coming here in a little bit. All right, we got second round roll racers getting in the lanes right now. The guys just came up in the tower, and I know we're allowed to use the third floor for VIP and media and stuff like that. They said, have you been up there yet? I said, no. They said, you got to go up there. Third floor of a tower, how fancy could it be? They said it looks like a damn saloon, so we're gonna check it out. This is the most wild room in a tower I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, you don't feel like you're in a tower.
I don't feel like you take a picture of the outside of the tower, you tell me that this is on the inside.
Yeah.
Not believing you 10 times out of 10. I'll tell you that for free. All right, looks like we got a lot more cars in the lanes for Q2 than we did for Q1, which is good for us. A couple cars, we got SC300, we got a Lambo back there by 316 speed. I see Kratos back there. He wasn't sure if he's gonna come up for another qualifier. Looks like he decided to, and hopefully he turned it up a little more. He did 206 last time, and that puts him #1 overall by a good bit.
180.
Looks like we got 180.29 miles an hour out of that great R8 from Sissio Performance. It's a bad little unit right there. What are we doing this pass, Aaron?
Apparently our start speed was like tenths too fast.
Oh!
So
you didn't even get a qualifier.
It's not. We're gonna try again.
All right, good luck. So apparently, his last pass went faster than 50.99 miles an hour. Didn't know it. So he's up here. He has to make a qualifier because he currently doesn't have one he can turn in.
Miles an hour for the Kratos Viper.
205.39. Literally twice as fast as the car in the other lane. That is wild. Okay, so now he is officially #1 qualifier by, again, a good margin. 205 that time, so I guess he probably didn't touch the tune-up or anything, but nobody else has even hit 200 yet.
150 in the R32, and it sounds mean doing it. 184 on the right.
Okay, apparently this orange C6 behind me has a little claim to fame. He says he is the fastest stick car with air conditioning on the planet. I'm 100% sure that's not true. So just let us know in the comments that it's not true. I can't pull that stat up right now, but he claims he is, and I get it.
That's gonna slingshot to a 159.
Yeah, so that is the fastest stick shift car with AC in the world. Just doesn't even sound right to say. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not what it is. All right, guys, we're heading into our third and final qualifier for roll racing. Some of the faster guys might not be up here because they're pretty happy with the qualifier. Like Kratos did 205. Pretty sure he's not gonna come up here unless he's trying to work something out, which I'm pretty sure he's not. But these cars are about to go. We got about 20 in there right now. We've got a few more cars getting in the lanes as we speak. So here we go, last and final qualifier.
GTR is gonna lay down 194.
How does 194 sound?
Not fast enough. I kind of sandbagged a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kind of let out. It's a little slick on the big end.
I think that puts you at number 2 qualifier.
Yeah, there's more.
You got more in it? All right.
Yeah,
We'll see you in eliminations. All right, so he wasn't even excited about that. He wants to go faster. So hopefully he does 200 plus and we can see a decent race with him and Kratos, possibly in the finals for the fast class. All right, guys, we got the quickest 8 roll race cars on the property behind me. They're getting paired up right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a real big surprise. Half of the cars are GTRs, R35 GTRs. Then we had a couple V10 cars, R8s, and then we have a lone Honda S2000, which I hope goes rounds because it's always cool when you see a little underdog go rounds. But he's going up against Kratos. I don't think he's gonna go rounds, but we'll see, okay? It's racing, anything can happen. And yeah, here we go, round 1. Jordan Jackson, number 3 qualifier, is going to move on with a 191 to a 176. GTR was having a great pass and he started breaking up, got out of it. R8 came around in 187. All right, guys, this is the third pair. This is the fastest versus the slowest car in this class. Still the quickest 8 cars on the property, but it's Kratos, the 4,000-pound, 3,500 horsepower monster, going against this S2000. I believe they're saying that Kratos went too fast, I believe, or maybe they weren't lined up. Either way, if something like that happens, they get to come around and try it one more time. After that, someone else moves on. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure they'll be back around for another pass.
GTR rocketed to 182.
All right, I think at least half the pairs have to come back around. Some either broke out or they weren't lined up very well. And like I said, they get one rerun. After that, one of them moves on and the other one doesn't. So we'll see how the reruns go. That was a good 185 to 186.
That was great.
Up next, oh, we got Kratos. All right, 197 go out the back door, kind of slower, and it looks like right lane red lit anyway. So left lane move on Kratos. I can't say I didn't see that one coming. That is going to do it for first round. Finally, hopefully we have way less reruns going through it, but it's Kratos, white GTR, gray GTR, and I think an R8. Anyway, we're going to talk to a few of the racers, and we'll bring you back for second round action here in a little bit. All right, Aaron, what do you think?
All right, we're gonna get ourselves ready for the next round here.
What was your mile per hour on that one?
Only like 197.
Did you stay in it the whole time?
No.
Gotcha.
The start speed is so low, it's so easy to creep out of the bracket.
It seemed like that was the trouble for most cars.
Yeah, and it's really challenging. Like that, like I told myself, like if we red lit, we were done, right? So I just went in really slow, and it still was like close-ish by the time you go to leave. So we went with just the just roll in there and just stab it and go. We could do that because the way the class was laid out, we had quite a bit of mile per hour on that car, but obviously that's not going to work at everything. So that real slow start speed is just really challenging.
All right, so the low start speed is actually causing issues for the super fast guys because they simply can't go that slow. All right, how'd that go?
Good, bro. Not that good. My oil dipstick came out.
Oh, you got some little
And you're gonna see a lot
pressure?
of I
Gotcha.
have the way we run the setup. We have a lot of crankcase. Normally I have a tire wrap, but since I added oil at the station lane, I didn't have one with me, and it didn't like it.
Gotcha.
I was hoping that it wasn't gonna go that crazy, but halfway through the track I couldn't see, so I had to let go a little bit, and that was enough to lose that. I mean, the guy gave me a good race, that's for sure.
How close was it?
Close. I mean, I won 185 and change. He won 186 and
That,
change.
oh, that was the close one.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember which one it was.
Yeah.
So you guys went through the track like basically at the exact same time.
Yeah. Sure.
How close was it?
Close. I mean, I won 185 and change. He won 186 and change.
Oh, that was the close one. I
Yeah.
was trying to remember which one it was.
Yeah.
So you guys went through the track like basically at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Keep my money. Give me the trophy.
That's right.
All right, who you got in the semifinals here?
Well, it was supposed to be Jordan Jackson.
What happened to Jordan?
He's not going to be ready.
Car broke?
Not broke. Broke enough.
Broke enough where he doesn't want to break it more.
Yeah.
So you get a buy run in the final? You lucky dog. You gonna send it at least?
Not now.
Pussy.
Because if I have to race either of those, I'd like to do it.
Fine. Okay. So the sun has set. The temperatures calmed down. And we're gonna have some fast passes. Now we are in the semifinals. We have a pair right here. We have Kratos. And then we have this R8, and then we're coming up with the GTR, and he's got a buy run because the other car broke. But we are sending Kratos and the R8. So one of these two guys is going into the finals. To 188, Kratos takes home the win. All right, now we got this white GTR, and like I said, he is running by himself. I believe Jordan Jackson's car isn't broke, but it's broke enough that he doesn't want to send it. So he's going to get a buy run, and I believe he's just going to punt down the track, not going to do anything crazy, because he doesn't want to break his shit either. So he will be getting a buy to the final right here. All right, that lines up Kratos and the white GTR in the final for 1320 videos roll racing here at Car Braggin Rights. How was that pass?
It's all right. We got just just ever so slight tickle of a miss on this thing that kind of showed up the last 2 runs, so trying to kind of find out what might be happening there. Yeah.
Dang, that's a nice photo.
Oh wow, does that look
Golly.
familiar?
I don't know. That's a good photo, though. I'll tell you what.
I was surprised how strong we came around him in the middle of the track. So then I was like, okay, 1,000, 2,000, like bail out of it and get the shoots, and that's that. So, so that's fine. I don't think we'll have that luxury on this next run.
We'll make your little changes, see if we can find the miss, and we'll see the finals.
We'll just let Juggernaut sit here and soak in a little bit to Kratos.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
translation.
all right, we got our final right here. We got Kratos, and we got the white GTR over here.
We're going to try them again.
That thing's done 190s, and this thing's done a little over 200. I'm sure it's 200 capable if it's turned up. This should be a pretty good final. What's the game plan for the final?
Here comes the number 1 qualifier.
Give him 70 pounds of boost. We'll see what happens.
All right, good luck.
I think if I can get out in front of him enough before he starts making big power, I can get him. That thing makes a lot of power.
You think if you get the hit on him, you might be able to hold him off?
If I can get out in front of him enough on the hit before he starts pulling hard.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, game plan for the Boost Laws GTR is 70 pounds of boost and send it. So we'll see what that does for him. He thinks if he gets the hit on him, he might be able to hold off Kratos until the end. We'll see. Kratos has a lot of power, and he's been doing 200 plus all day, which nobody else has. So here we go. Final. Who do you got? You got the Viper. You got the GTR.
Viper laying down a 194 in the left lane to a 181 on the right.
194 to 181. Kratos, Nth Moto, Aaron will take home the win. Looked like pretty easily. He looked like putting power down really well. Can't say I'm surprised. That thing's been on one all day. And now he gets to transfer that thing. He gets to switch it around, switch up the setup, and do drag racing for the next 2 days with the exact same car. All right, guys, here at Street Car Bragging Rights, you get a few things if you win. You get money, you get a badass trophy, and you get bragging rights. Those 3 things are pretty big because this is a pretty legit event. First time doing roll racing, 1320 Video sponsored roll racing, so it's Street Car Bragging Rights roll racing brought to you by 1320 Video. We're pretty proud of that. Pretty proud to get behind an event like this. So far, we've had a freaking amazing time. This track layout is amazing. We've never been to this track before. Never been to Street Car Bragging Rights before. So far, I don't know how it could get much better, but we're gonna have like over 400 drag cars for the next 2 days. I don't even know how you fit that many cars here, but they're about to do it. So we're gonna talk to Aaron a little bit, watch him get his money and his trophy, and then we will get out of here and film the next couple days of drag racing here. Well, congrats on the win there.
I'm so thirsty. Car. Yeah, thank you.
Car lived.
They're the ones that deserve the congrats. Those guys worked their butts off on this thing.
Oh yeah.
I saw him in the window, and then it came into power, and then he said he had some struggles from there, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, no, I did well.
Well, congrats on the win.
Hey,
You and the boys.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's see what we can do in drag racing next couple days.
We'll see what we can do.
All right, man.
Thanks, man.
How much does it weigh?
It looks. I think it's
Did
about
you-
40 pounds.
Yeah,
There we go. All right.
There you go.
This is the first annual
First roll
Bragging Rights
Yeah.
roll race. This is the most epic trophy I've ever seen for a roll race.
that's pretty fantastic.
You gotta
That's
eat
the
it.
trophy I think
You
I've
gotta
seen,
drink a
period.
margarita out of it now.
I told him. Got a couple extra
There
things
you
for
go.
you.
Launched it.
$5,000.
Awesome.
Not bad.
We got your big check.
All right, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for roll racing tonight. Drag racing tomorrow, but that's going to do it for this video. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video, which will be drag racing. Peace. Later.